Hey guys, this is me Samurai, and today I'm going to be creating 5 different outfits inspired by some of my Instagram and Pinterest faves. And if you're new here, I'm a weeb dumpster that also happens to love fashion, so if you like either of those things, stick around. I thought this would be a really great exercise to see how I can style what I already have in my wardrobe to recreate basically what my ideal aesthetics are. And I'm actually really impressed by the results, which just goes to show that you don't have to go out shopping all the time to try out new looks if you already know how to style. So without further ado, let's get to it. Finger guns, yeah. The first person that I'm really inspired by is Smut Party. They are I guess micro influencer or just influencer on Instagram that is just so freaking cool with the different outfits that they come up with. They veer closer towards the dark side. They're very edgy and kind of maybe between punk and goth in a lot of their looks, and of course, I have to do that because there's a piece of me deep in my heart that still loves that kind of style. And it's so funny because, I mean, right now everything I have is just pink, pink, pink and kawaii and yada yada. But I mean, years ago, I was actually really into just black. I did a complete 180 towards the pink feminine side now. But I just know at any moment, sometime in the future, that past me is gonna come back, and she's gonna come back hard, because I felt as I was doing this look, I was thinking to myself, I can feel her grumbling downstairs, like she's ready to come out. And she did. I am absolutely obsessed, especially with like the shorts and the way that the belt is situated. Like, I don't know why, but there's something about those shorts that just looks so juicy on those hips. And I just like really pronunciate it. And then plus with those leg warmers, like the leg warmers really are just so exaggerated and make your legs look even nicer, for lack of a better word. And I think that this is actually a rave kind of look, and I've actually never been to any raves. I'd be open to trying one, but with the state of the world, that hasn't been very easy. Under other circumstances, I would pull the shorts up just so that I'm not worrying about my stomach being out and being super self-conscious. That's why I mostly wear high-waisted now in anything, from skirts to pants to jeans, whatever. It's always high-waisted. So the earmuffs I got from Aliexpress. The harness that I'm wearing is actually from Doll's Kill, which I bought before they got canceled. So yeah, I still have it and I still use it. So, and then I also have the belt that I also got from Aliexpress. I had originally gotten it for a cosplay, but I knew I would want to wear it again for other outfits, so it really came in handy for this. I also got the bracelet from Aliexpress, and I got the top from Aliexpress as well. So almost this entire fit is actually from Aliexpress. So are the leg warmers. And the tights, I think I got the tights from like a pharmacy or something, like a CVS store nearby, and then they started ripping right away. I'm like, there's no problem with that since it's an alt look. And I also got the wig from Yes Style. She comes in handy with so many looks. I love her so much. She's actually starting to get pretty tangled now and hard to comb, so I might end up getting a second one. But man, this is one of my favorite wigs ever after this one. If you saw my 2022 goals and Christmas video, you'll see all the links in that description of where I got all of these items. And also in my cosplay Aliexpress video, you'll also see all the links. So check those out. And then I also brought back my Skillanimal from middle school. I've had it for years. It was also a Christmas gift. I think, yeah, this Skillanimal is a cat. I think her name is Candy. Either I named her Candy back then, or that's actually the character's name. I forgot. But I felt like this Scalanimal, like Scalanimals in general are something that Smut Party would wear, so I decided to kind of play with that a little bit too. I'm very inspired by Jasmine Lee. I started watching her YouTube videos I think like a year ago. I love the style of her videos and her aesthetic and everything, and her actual fashion choices. And one image that I've had saved in my Pinterest for a long time is actually of Jasmine Lee, and I didn't realize until the day that I've been filming. I was like, oh wait, that's actually her, that makes sense. So Jasmine Lee is wearing a big graphic tee. I don't really have that many graphic tees anymore since I got rid of them a couple of years back. I decided I am no longer a graphic tee girl. I am elevated, I'm above that, so now I have no graphic tees other than this one Slipknot shirt that I kept because it actually fits my body very well. I decided to use that along with my pleated black skirt that I had thrifted, and also some stockings, and I wore my wig from Yes Style as well as a pair of boots that I got from Depop but I believe was originally from Doll's Kill. And I paired that with a pair of leopard print gloves and scarf, which is my favorite part of this look. And I actually got those from my mom, so I'm not sure where she had got those actually, but they're one of my favorite pieces. And the bag that I also included is also from my mom, so a little bit of thrift shopping back home as well. All in all, it came together pretty well. There is one pin that I've had sitting in my Pinterest for forever, and I am really excited that I finally got to try out this look. I have been dabbling here and there in dressing preppier and stuff like that. Like I thrifted a blazer and button down just to be able to start recreating those looks. But to actually sit down and take this exact pin and be like, all right, I'm going to style a look as close to this as possible. That was just so exciting to me. It's like ultimate, like top tier aesthetic level. I love preppy looks. I think it's something that I'm starting to realize I really like for my own style. So for this one, I use my black wig from Yes Style, and I also wear a white button down that I actually thrifted a couple of months ago, but I believe it's actually originally from Ralph Lauren, so it's pretty high quality, and I really love the buttons too. A tie that I can't for the life of me remember where I got. I probably got it from Amazon, with a blazer that I got from a thrift store as well. I really lucked out with that blazer. I'm having a hard time knowing where it's originally from. I'm so sorry, but that blazer is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite, thrifted item. And then the thing that was really exciting for me, I noticed that the model put like, I guess it's like I'm looking at it right now. I think it's just another top that they put on top. So I use a corset that I have from Aliexpress, and I put that on top of the white button down, and I really like the way that came together. And you know, I just came up with it on the fly, so it's really cool how I can just use what I have to do that. And then I wore my black thrifted skirt. I just went straight for the black boots, and I love that combination because I don't know, there's just something so like slick and sexy about like a mini skirt and then like tall chunky boots that go up to your knees. Like chef's kiss. I'll never be like, I'll forever be obsessed with that kind of look. And then I also decided to go with a work bag, a new work bag that I have that I got from Ross, which you'll see in my Ross haul video that I filmed recently. And yeah, I really like the way it all came out, and I especially love the way that the model incorporates a mask into it. I don't know about other people, but I really love outfits that incorporate masks into them. And a black mask is always super slick and mysterious and cool, so of course I included that in the look. I love Smut Party's looks so much that I actually ended up having to do 2 outfits inspired by them. So for this one, it's actually inspired by a picture where they're wearing like a skirt and some stockings, whatever. And I thought, you know what? I have this black skirt that's perfect for this, so I'm just gonna go for it. So I paired that skirt along with that baby top. It's like a little black crop top that I got from Shein not long ago, as well as some arm warmers, which I got from Aliexpress, if you see my cosplay video. And then I also paired them once again with the same leg warmers because, I mean, I'm just obsessed with that look. I'm obsessed with those leg warmers. Leg warmers in general, they're like my thing now for this year. And then instead of the boots that I have in the previous one, I'm wearing a pair of Demonia platform sandals, which I can link in the description if I find it. And then on top of that, I'm wearing the choker from Aliexpress, I think I got it from Aliexpress. And then again, I included my skull animal, my little friend. I also think that this skull animal friend would go very well in this aesthetic, in this outfit in particular. This person I discovered on Instagram and was the first little seedlings for me to start to consider going into Gyaru or pulling inspiration from Gyaru and being a little bit more open-minded to that style, but I can't seem to find her handle anywhere. I mean, I'm sure that I had stuff saved on my actual Instagram account or like something, but there's a good chance that she might have deactivated her account because I don't even see stories from her anymore. I used to follow all of her stories, so I feel like Instagram would show them to me. But if I do end up finding her handle again, I will link that in the description below, or just include it right here. So she was like one of the first people that really got me into Gyaru, like a little bit, because she showed me a side of Gyaru that I had never seen before. I have only ever seen very specific types as a stereotype for Gyaru, but Gyaru has a lot of subtypes, which is very, very cool. She had a specific name for it and she said it once, but I completely forgot. But it's basically leans on brown, and I really love that as also someone who's also black, because brown tones just go so well on our skin tone. But seeing that fit, it ended up living on my mind rent-free, and eventually it led me to buying my first pair of leg warmers in years. So in this photo, she's wearing, I think, a pair of headphones. Yeah, I think a pair of headphones, but I swapped those out for a pair of earmuffs because I feel like that's the same thing. The look is there. And she is wearing a blonde wig. I ended up going with this wig here because, I don't know, I did another Gyaru video where I wore the blonde wig and I wanted to see how I would look like wearing that kind of style with this brown one here. And I really like how it came out. So along with that, I wore a white button down that I got from Aliexpress. That was actually part of a cosplay for Neiru, which I ended up keeping because I knew that it would come in handy. Actually, was it for Neiru? No, no, it's not for Neiru. It was actually for Rei from Evangelion. So I knew it would come in handy. And I also used the same bow from the Neiru cosplay for this, since I don't have a more specific bow for that style. And then I wore my black pleated skirt that I thrifted years ago, and also my ripped up mesh stockings, and I'm also wearing my white thigh highs that I got from Shein a while back. And then on top of that, another pair of thigh highs that I also got from Shein. And I love the way that she plays around with layers, so I basically emulated that almost exactly, because at least when I'm first trying out this kind of look, I'm not even gonna be ashamed about it. I'm just gonna copy it the way that she did it and see how I feel in it. And then after that, who knows, maybe I can continue to do that and incorporate different elements into it. And then I put the leg warmers on top, which I also got from, no, I got that from Shein. And then I wore my black Mary Janes, which I got from Koi Footwear. Oh, and I'm also wearing a bag that I got from, I believe also Shein or Yes Style a while back, like last summer. One of my favorite bags. I thought it would go really well with this style since it's very loose and it has a cute little teddy hanging on it. As an optional extra piece, I also added in my fleece zip-up jacket. I don't really have cardigans, I realize, so that's also on my wish list, like big cardigans. So basically, that's what you wear mostly with that style, either big cardigans, and in this case, the specific photo, she's actually wearing like a kind of like a pea coat of sorts. It's like a wool coat with buttons. So I don't have either of those, so I ended up using what I have, which was that zip up. I think that one went the best with that style. I actually like the way it looks, so I don't know. Just as I expected, I ended up really loving the style. I immediately felt just so comfortable in it, and like, you know, yeah, this is me. This is what I love. And it's so funny because there's so many styles where I put it on, like Decora, Gyaru, emo, like I put it on and I'm like, wow, this is me. So apparently there's a lot of me's. I mean, I'm just amazed at how much accessories change up the same clothing that you have in your wardrobe in so many different ways. I think I'm definitely going through a revelation here and the limitless possibilities, and I think that by sticking to my actual wardrobe to do this exercise, I feel not just content but fulfilled with what I already have, and I think that's really nice, a nice feeling. Like I actually do have stuff to work with. I don't have to keep being in search of buying more stuff in order to fill in this void that can never be filled. Please comment down below what you guys think of the outfits that I created, the aesthetics that I pulled from. If you recognize any of these users, I would love to hear your thoughts. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as always, love you guys, and till next time.